Hello students, how are you? Hope you're doing well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I'm fine too. This is Najma Jalil, Associate Professor, Department of English. I'm signing in once again for the second online English class. Today, I have selected a topic from English second paper, gap filling with phrases and words. Question number 3. But before I discuss in detail, I must thank the principal of the college, Professor Muhammad Mujibul Haq Chaudhry, Vice Principal, Professor Muhammad Mujahidul Islam Chaudhry, AMM Mujibul Rahman, Head of the Department of English, and Chief Coordinator of online classes, Professor Muhammad Kazimuddin, and their relentless effort in making of these online classes both fruitful and successful. Students, as you know, you don't have any selected textbook based on grammar and composition by NTCV. So, I have taken references from a few textbooks based on grammar and composition, which I have found both handy and informative. I have tried my best to make the topic on phrases as easy as possible. First, I have given you a basic idea on phrases, its types, and examples based on these types. Then, I have selected 30 sentences for question number 3 from questions of different educational boards from 2016 to 2019. Now students, look at the following sentences. Number 1, come at once. Number 2, he came to see me. Number 3, he is at the point of death. In sentence 1, at once is a phrase because it does not make a complete sense. In the same way, to see me and at the point of death are phrases in the sense that they do not make a complete sense. So students, look at the definition of the phrase. A phrase is a group of words that does not make complete sense and does not contain a finite verb expressed or understood, but is used as a single part of speech. Phrases are of 6 kinds. Number A, noun phrase. Number B, adjective phrase. Number C, adverb phrase. Number D, prepositional phrase. Number E, conjunctional phrase. Number F, interjectional phrase. Now I will describe in detail each of these phrases, giving you examples. Number A, noun phrase. Let us examine the following sentences. Number 1. The boy wants to go home. The group of words to go home is the object of the verb wants and does the work of a noun. Hence, it is a noun phrase. In order to know how a noun phrase works, you can ask the question what. If we ask what, we get the noun phrase. In this way, we can identify noun phrases. Number 2, early to bed is a good maxim. What is a good maxim? Early to bed. So, this is a noun phrase and in fact it is the subject of the sentence. Number 3. His going home is uncertain. What is uncertain? His going home. This phrase is a noun phrase and it is the subject of the verb is. So, noun phrase is basically either a subject or an object of a verb. Adjective phrase. We all know what an adjective is. An adjective is a word that qualifies the noun. In fact, it tells more about the noun. Now let us examine the following set of questions. Number 1A. The magistrate is a kind man. Number B. The magistrate is a man with a kind nature. Number 2A. The workers belonged to a hill tribe. The workers belonged to a hill tribe. Number B. The workers belonged to a tribe dwelling in the hills. In each of the pair of sentences, we have a single word like kind, hill, describing the person or the tribe. Hence, they qualify the noun man and tribe respectfully. So, these words kind and hill are adjectives. Again, in the second set of sentences, with a kind nature, dwelling in the hills, these group of words too describe the noun man and tribe respectfully. So, they are adjective phrases. Adverb phrase. An adverb phrase usually qualifies a verb. It tells more about the verb. In fact, it describes the manner or time or place of a verb. Here are some examples of adverb phrases. Let us examine them carefully. Number 1A. Jerry ran quickly. Number B. Jerry ran with great speed. This describes the manner of the verb ran. How? How did Jerry run quickly? How did Jerry run with great speed? Number 2. He is coming now. Number B. He is coming at this moment. This is an adverb phrase, at this moment, describing the time. Number 3A. You can buy it everywhere. You can buy it in all places. Here, you can ask where. That means it is adverb phrase of place. How, when, where qualifies the verbs denoting manner, time and place. For instance, the group of words in sentence 1, B, with great speed, tells us how Jerry ran. Since the group of words qualify the verb run, they are adverbial phrase. So, there are adverb phrase of manner, how, adverb phrase of time, when, and adverb phrase of place, where. Prepositional phrase. A prepositional phrase does the work of a preposition. Look at the structure of the prepositional phrase. preposition plus noun, adjective. Preposition plus adjective, noun plus preposition. These are the common structure of prepositional phrases. Now let us see the sentences. Number 1. He stood in front of me. In front of. In, preposition, front of, preposition. So, in front of is a phrase, prepositional phrase. Number 2. He could not come on account of illness. On account of. Account, again another preposition. This is a prepositional phrase. Conjunctional phrase. Conjunctional phrase does the work of a conjunction. You know what conjunctions are? Conjunctions are basically the joining words. Come as soon as you can. Here, as soon as is a conjunctional phrase. Number 2. No sooner had he left the place than the fire broke out. This is again a conjunctional phrase joining two clauses, and the correlative of no sooner is than. You all know that, of course. Interjectional phrase. An interjectional phrase does the work of an interjection. You know what interjections are. These are exclamatory sentences or exclamatory words. Number 1. What a pity. Number 2. Good heavens. Now students, the following 30 sentences have been taken from previous questions of different education boards from 2016 to 2019. You are requested to take help from the test papers for further practice. Now, I am giving you the clues of those 30 sentences. Look at the clues. There. Would you mind? As soon as. Had better. Be born. It is high time. As if. Unless. Would rather. What does look like? Have to. Let alone. It. What's it like? How to. Lest. No sooner had. What if? It is about time. As far as. When it comes to. Feel like. Needn't have. Blow one's own trumpet. As though. So that. But for. To. Used to. For a while. These are the set of clues you have been given. Now, I will read out the sentences and fill in the gaps. I want all of you to follow me. I have also given you structure of some of these words. Number 1. Look at the structure first. Subject plus had better, would rather. Subject plus had better, would better, plus base form of verbs plus others. It may rain today. You had better leave early. in had better after the verb will always be in the base form. Number 2. We rushed to the station lest we might miss the train. But the train was late and we had to wait for an hour. We needn't have hurried. Number 3. Structure. Subject plus verb present plus as though, as if plus subject plus verb past plus extension. Subject plus verb past plus as though, as if plus subject plus had plus past participle of the verb plus others. Nobody likes Bunty at all. He talks as though he knew everything in the world. Number 4. Rome was not built in a day. It took a long time to build this city. Here, it is an introductory sentence. Number 5. Look at the structure. Subject plus present form of the verb plus so that, in order that plus subject can, may, base form of the verb others. Subject plus past verb so that, in order that plus subject could, might plus base form of the verb plus others. Number 5. He took part-time job so that he could bear his own educational expenses. Number 6. I am very tired. I don't feel like going out this evening. Feel like always follows verb plus ing. That means present participle of the verb. Number 7. Unless you work hard, you will not make a good result. Unless clause never takes any negative words. Number 8. Would you mind taking tea with me? Would you mind always follows verb plus ing. And it ends with a question mark. Number 9. Look at the structure. Subject plus would rather plus base verb plus than plus others. I would rather resign than tolerate injustice. Number 10. I couldn't believe the way he rebuked me. I stared at him for a while, shocked and speechless. Number 11. Humayun Ahmad was a teacher, author, dramatist and filmmaker. He was born on November 13, 1948. Number 12. Look at the structure. Subject plus verb, lest plus subject plus should, might, base form of the verb plus others. Lest clause does not take any negative words. Reema studies hard lest she should miss GPA 5. Number 13. The criminal ran away as soon as he saw the police. He was afraid of being arrested. Number 14. I am in short of time. What if the train is late? Number 15. The man is very weak. He cannot walk a mile, let alone 5 miles. Let alone is used after a negative statement to emphasize how unlikely a situation is. There is always a wide contrast in the statement. Number 16. The load was too heavy for him to carry. Number 17. This car is absolutely fine as far as the engine is concerned. Number 18. The students were talking in the class. No sooner had the teacher entered the classroom than they stopped talking. Number 19. Lena has always lived alone. She is used to living alone. Be or get used to means habituated and is always followed by verb plus ing. Number 20. Son. What does a satellite look like? Father. I have heard of it but never got chance to see it. Number 21. You are putting on weight day by day. It is high time you checked your eating habits. It is high time. This phrase is followed by past form of the verb. There exists no life on Mars. This is the introductory sentence there. Number 23. Deforestation is a matter of great concern. We have to take immediate steps against random felling of trees. Number 24. At present, many children living in the cities do not know how to swim. Number 25. Look at that building. It is about time it were going to fall down. Number 26. Thomas Alva Edison was a very inquisitive child. He used to do many harmful activities, yet he made a lot of inventions. Here, used to means he did something in the past. Number 27. But for your intervention, I would have been assaulted by them. Number 28. He proceeded as if he had never seen me. His defiant behavior offended me. Number 29. Well, you don't need to blow your own trumpet. We know that you have some talent. Number 30. Nishi is a very nice girl, but when it comes to cooking, she is hopeless. Students, I have discussed the phrases to some extent in detail. I hope if you follow my ways and the definitions which I have given you, you may be able to find the clues and fill in the gaps of such phrases from the test papers. I want all of you to follow the test papers of different questions of different boards, and you can practice them at home. I have given you these 30 sentences for you to know that phrases are used also in clauses. In my next class, I will come up with clause, types of clause, and also I will give you some important sentences based on the question on educational boards. Students, now I'd like to sign off. I hope you will understand what I have given you. Try to practice at home. I will come up with my next class with clause and types. Till then, bye-bye.